You know it's the OnAir Idiots show, and we got Joe Budden in here right now.
Yeah. We in the building.
Underground Jam.
Yeah, man.
March 26th.
Yeah, man. There's no concert in Connecticut like an Underground Jam. It's at Toad's Place. Joe, you're going to have a lot of fans there. Like, they don't want Pump It Up, Joe.
Great. Neither do I.
Mood Muzik.
They want that mood music, Joe.
Great.
But
That's what I'm there for.
One time. Still got to do Focus, man. That's
You know what?
Joint.
Focus is actually pretty big on my underground set.
Okay.
It
Focus
really
is huge.
It's not till you start getting to the fires and the Pump It Ups that the underground heads start throwing the tomatoes.
Right.
So we cater to the crowd. It's gonna be a great show. I'm excited about it.
It's funny how the mainstream cats know Joe Budden's for Pump It Up. And then the real hip-hop fans know you for cuts off your first album, like 10 Minutes and Walk With Me, and then Mood Muzik 1, 2, and 3.
Well, I mean, those are the people that I like to cater to.
Right.
The casual listener, you can pretty much they'll come and go, and you can catch them as soon as you put a record out that has a chick going to the dance floor to shake her ass.
Right.
I'm not really concerned about them. When people come up to me and tell me how highly respected of a lyricist I am, that is kudos.
Right.
Hats off.
Right.
Make me feel like Eli in the fourth. So
I could take it back a few years. I mean, you came down, you did like a walkthrough at a club, and we sat down, we talked. A week or two later, I went to Def Jam. I'm going to put it out there.
That's the bad word.
Right? This was when Third Story had a single.
Now, let me just tell the listeners, anytime somebody says, I'm going to put it out there, that normally means they about to put something out there.
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
And this is all right. Now I'm in the office.
Putting it out there.
I won't say whose office.
Oh, but they can't do that. They can't halfway put it out there.
Get it. I'm in Rob Love's office. Put it out there. Nitty comes walking in.
All right.
My man Nitty comes walking in, and he's like, "Yo, what's going on with the promotion with Joe's Records? They got all out promotion for Third Story, who is an R&B group. I know a lot of y'all saying who exactly. That's my point.
Who?
Yeah.
That's my point.
Who?
Exactly.
All right. So he's trying to, yo, we got him. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this exchange like, wow. We just talked about something similar to this. Now, I mean, this dude is going in. Now,
Yeah, no, I know.
he's going in.
Yeah, I know.
He is going in.
He was upset.
Like, yo, what's going on, man? These dudes, yo, they not as big as Joe. Man. What's up? Y'all put the promotion in. Y'all put all this money behind them. We feel disrespect.
Yeah, that was dope.
I only go back to that because
Put
Third
it out
Story,
there.
who? Joe Budden, we know. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of times people try to go with gimmicks and think that it's always gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? When you got a sure bet, because they didn't put everything that they should have put behind that first album. That album was dope to me.
You think?
I thought it was too.
It was dope, and I feel like they missed the boat on that.
You know, it's a funny situation. My situation was actually very unique. I'm probably one of the only guys who got released from their label and was congratulated about it. Felt like a big burden was lifted off me. So right this second, where we are right now, I'm releasing music via other outlets, other avenues. I just put Mood Muzik 3 out in the street. That album is the album Mood Muzik, not the mixtape, will be released February 26th through Amalgam Digital. I have another album coming out called The Padded Room. You know, one of the things that I take pride in is being able to record music, quality music, faster than maybe some other artists. Right. So like the turnaround on these records, now that I'm unsigned and actually have a way to release music, is gonna come pretty fast. So I have another album coming out in the spring called The Padded Room, also through Amalgam. Yeah. And then when I get there, I'll figure out what the next move will be from there. But I do plan on having another album out before 2009 approaches. So I'm trying to stay very busy, very occupied, grind, and kind of make up for the lost time. I gotta do it. When I signed my record deal, I didn't sign it to the one thing that I at least wanted to get out of was the respect of my fellow MCs, and was for people to be able to say, you know, if nothing else, that boy gets busy and that boy can rap. Right. So that's my goal, and that's what I strive to do every day.
And I think you've reached that goal, because when I talk to like label reps and promotion offices, and who do you got for Underground Jam this shit? Joe Budden. Word? Are you serious? Yo, I'm listening to Mood Muzik. These are people that promote other people's records, bigging Mood Muzik up and bigging you up. So it's like, you might just be the biggest underdog in the history of hip hop.
You know what? I may be. So it's a beautiful thing. I don't mind the title at all. Actually, I appreciate the title.
Should run with it.
It makes me go that much harder.
Is it true that the greatest rapper of all time wears suits and ties and other rappers think they're him? I'm taking that out of one of your lines.
Now, don't get this messed up in any shape, form, or fashion. My personal favorite rapper of all time, Pac.
Okay.
Nobody can ever say anything bad to me about Pac. He's no longer here. So, rhyming words, rapper, Jay-Z.
Wow.
And there's a close second. But yeah, to me personally.
So does he need to study his understudy? Or?
Yeah. And when I say the understudy, I wasn't referring to myself.
Okay.
But it's just some other people. You know, you may need to go put a Kanye album or something in.
Who's the
just
close
something
second?
Different.
That's what I want to know.
Close second. I'm gonna catch flack, and I always hate talking personal because then people say, "Oh, Joe Budden this, that," and I'm not talking as Joe Budden right now. I'm talking as Joe. So my close second is Eminem, personally.
Right.
And everybody said, "Oh, he fell off. He's not doing anything. He's depressed. No.
Battle him.
You put a mic in front of his face, you already know what's gonna happen."
Yeah. I respect that.
I agree.
I respect that.
Yeah.
You made a lot of subliminals on Mood Muzik.
Not a lot.
There was a few. It seems like you really respect Jay as an artist.
I do.
But
you'd be a fool not
maybe
to.
not as a businessman.
He's the worst. No. Not the worst businessman. No, he's a great businessman.
Label rep executive.
President.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
That's all.
That's where I was going.
I may have come across angrier than what I am. Mood Muzik 3 was not meant to come across angry at all, or disgruntled, or upset, or bitter, or any of those negative emotions. It really wasn't. It was more so like, you know what? I'm unsigned. I'm off of this label. Great. Now I can say all of this stuff that maybe I couldn't say at one point.
Right.
So it's kind of like digging in the past and finally written release therapy. It's off my chest. It's over with. I'm not mad at all. And I have all the respect in the world for Jay-Z. I do.
Okay.
But he's not the president anymore.
Right.
So
indeed he is.
Obviously somebody else felt the same way.
Maybe I looked at it as a compliment when he jumped on the beat and did his freestyle on it.
Back in the day.
You know what I mean? And then it was real crazy when you came and you was like, nah, I'm going to take this back.
Well, I didn't take it as a compliment at all.
Oh, okay.
Because at the time, I was speaking to him about doing a remix.
Right.
Let me give you
behind the scenes that we don't see or hear.
Let me give you the behind the scenes on that.
Okay.
I reached out to him to do a remix.
Right.
This is when, you couldn't get to him. But some type of way I got to him.
Right.
And he said, I'll be back at you. See me in a week or so. And I think I went now my memory's horrible. I think we went back in a week or maybe 2 weeks. And the end result of that was no. He wasn't going to do it. Dope.
Right.
And then maybe a week later, you on the beat.
Right.
And you saying, give me that beat. I just tried to give you the beat.
Wow.
And you said no. So then it was like, all right, what else is there to do? Because now I'm just going to take it and get behind it, and they're going to spin it just like they would have spent it if you would have got on it anyway.
Right.
So it worked out for me.
Wow.
You have, made a career out of punchlines. Like, the pen game's down. How do you come up with all these punchlines?
Yeah.
You have punchlines that somebody might not get until 30 seconds later after they hear it, and then they miss the next one. Do those just come when you're writing a verse, or do you?
Those just come when I'm living life. Living life. Maybe on a drive to Connecticut, I thought about 7 of them, just in conversation.
Right.
Just listen to radio. So they just come in, and it's talent. I'm blessed to be able to do that. But the fun for me comes in trying to think of punchlines that people are not just gonna get like that. I think those are horrible. Those are so corny. I'm fly like airplanes.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Disgusting. I think all rappers need to actually put more. Any rapper that's actually in a punchline should probably put a little more effort into it. They make the game so boring.
Right.
They almost made it not fun to do.
Yeah.
Like, you got to really try to find a way to do it differently, or to be different about it, which is why I kind of tried to veer towards current events and sports. I think all of the other rappers kind of ruined the typical way that you go about thinking of a punchline.
Right.
I love music, even if I'm not making it. I love listening to music. I love everything about it, except for the fact that I'm actually in the music business. Because if you watch how a sausage is made, you probably won't want to eat it.
Very true.
Good analogy right
Very,
there.
very
Yeah.
true.
It's a good analogy right
Wow.
there. Joe, can we expect Mood Music to keep going? Like
Hell
4,
yeah.
5, 6, you're going to keep it going?
Yeah. Hell yeah. When I die, I'll be remembered for Mood Music.
Wow.
Mood Music and pump it up. No, honestly.
See, I'm really not.
Honestly, no matter what I do, I can't escape the record. Pump
Right.
it up. Because it was, I'm fortunate because it was such a timeless
Right.
record, that it still gets played today.
But the beauty of it is if you come out with a quote unquote hit record, do your album thing, you still got the Mood Musics on the side,
always.
and that's for your core fans right there. That's for the core audience.
I already started Mood Music for like the Mood Music. Those aren't gonna stop anytime soon.
Now the internet is
all.
about to go crazy.
Yeah, no, that can't happen. As long as there's a mood, there'll be a Mood Music.
So we can expect the Mood Music 15.
How old will I be then? It's like February 26th, Mood Music 3. And then March 26th, 1 month later, we'll be performing live. You know what time it is. Joe Budden.
Mood Music.
Gonna be nice. I'm excited. I'm gonna tear that stage down. Be a sight to see. Take pictures. Bring your camera with you. Not the ones with 2 and 3 megapixels either. Bring something with like 8, 9, 10 megapixels. Get a good picture.
And if you don't know what that is, people, you lost.
Go Google it, man. Damn it.
And Google Joe Buttons.
Yeah, Google that too while you're at it.
Learn your history. There were online rumors that you were going to be signing with a certain label.
Nah, don't believe it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put these 2 albums out on Amalgam. Right? After that, only God knows. Now, I mean, don't get it messed up. I have been speaking to quite a few people. People have been courting me and making rather attractive offers. I'm assuming you're talking about the shady rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Not just for today. No.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow to change.
Huh.
But today, no.
Take your time with it. See what
I'm
happens.
not in any rush at
You
all.
shouldn't be.
I'm doing this on my terms, by my own means.
Underground Jam, people. Underground
March
Jam.
26th.
Joe
You know what
Budden.
time it is. Your boy Jump Off Joe Beasy will be in the building. Whoever made up that slang is dope. In the building. It just makes you sound important. It makes you sound hot. So yeah, I'll be in the building. We're gonna tear that stage down. We're gonna set it on fire.
Wow.
No, really. I'm bringing gasoline and matches. I'm gonna set it on fire. It's part of my act. You'll see.
Appreciate you coming.
K-Dub,
through,
you have
Joe.
any other topics? Because you just like
he's the topic
you
guru,
just like
man.
to just.
You know what? I'll probably think of something.
One more thing, really quick. Totally off topic. His segues are incredible. Really quick, totally off topic. I gotta try that. Anyway.
Wow.
Joe, appreciate you coming through, man.
No, I want to thank you guys for having me. K-Dub, big man, I always enjoy myself.
Man.
Every time I come to Connecticut.
March
26th!
26th.
OnAir Idiots. 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 Idiots.